Welcome to my tour of the cruise ship Arcadia, 2019, February, and I got up really early so I wouldn't disturb anyone. Actually, that's not true. I flew into Fiji and had jet lag, so couldn't sleep. Beautiful sunrise. We're in the bottom of the South Pacific, so there's no need for the top to be over the pool. It's lovely and warm. Okay, red carpets mean the front of the ship. And we're going to start at the top. This is the crow's nest. This is the knit and natter section. This is a great bar to just relax all day and watch the world go by, if there was any world in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Pianist in the evening, or a small band, or sometimes trad jazz. Fantastic place. Below is a gym, which also looks out to the sea, and there's a crafty little relaxing sunbathing spot out the front, which you access through the spa next to the gym. And this is just above the crow's nest. Let's stay at the front, red carpet area. We need to drop down to the bottom to find any activity. Here's the Palladium. It's the big theatre on 2 levels. Pretty swanky, big shows, fantastic artists. The area at the back, access for people in chairs and mobility scooters. And this is the view that you'll see from the stage, and I'll show you the view from the theatre of the stage. These are the 2 little boxes at the side. There's some chairs in them, and the view is sideways. Not my favourite view when there's such great views of the theatre from either the top or the back of the stalls. Red carpet. Let's stay on the bottom and walk through on deck 2. We will now find pub and casino. This is where, in the rising sun, you get your chance to be a star. Often there's a karaoke night. Casino, well, you might win some money so you don't need to be a star. Fingers crossed, eh? The other theatre or entertainment area is the Globe. Much smaller area. If there's something big on, I'd advise you to get there early, because if you have to stand, this is the view from the back. From the Globe, let's walk you through the art gallery to Marco Pierre White's Ocean Grill. Open in the evenings only, because during the day it's the officer's mess. Hey, bet you didn't know that. Opposite the Ocean Grill is an area which is going to become the Glass House, already serving some Glass House items. The other side of that bar is the Spinnaker, a piano bar, which leads all the way back to the restaurants. But before we go there, let's jump up a floor and do what we did. Go back from the front. The first thing you'll come to is the cinema, the screening room, and then Costa Coffee. Very important. And opposite those 2 is the Ocean Room, which is a card room or a function room. You'll find a lot of people playing bridge in this room. Next along deck 3 is the library. Still got the theatre behind me. I'm walking front to back. After the library, we find the shops. And a lot of people ask, are there some good deals in the shop? Well, yes, saw some items in there for a tenner. Not bad at all. Not in the jewellery shop, mind you. Next on deck 3, we've hit the middle, the atrium, and another piano bar.
Deck 3 is the promenade deck, and 3 laps equals 1 mile.
Let's stay inside. Deck 3 will go from the middle atrium, piano bar, and go backwards. Past the gin emporium. I don't really understand that. Never mind. Next is the photo gallery, which now has a digital system, so it should make life a little easier. And we find the 2 main restaurants. I like these in the Arcadia because of this central dip well down the middle. The lower level is set dining, the upper level is freedom dining. And I guess you may wonder what all the Scrabble is for tables, but it's to look outside, the view. Now the table numbers may change, but that's the view from table 60. This is the view from table 57. But beware, if you get a table in the window, everybody else is looking at you to look out of the window, even the people up above. So you might want to get a raised table. The Arcadia is a small ship. That's to walk back from the restaurant to reception, or the atrium. Not the best atrium in a ship I've ever seen, but small and very efficient. And the glass roof does make up for it. Very nice roof. It's about time we went outside. The Neptune pool with the roof off. There appears to be enough space here, but the fry-up grill in the corner can have a bit of a queue at lunchtime. On deck 10 above you can do mini circuits. On deck 9 there are 2 table tennis tables, but let's go back inside and find the spa. Blue carpets means middle staircase, and here on deck 9 you will find the Oasis Spa with lots of fantastic secret little areas. Relaxation rooms, pampering rooms, all kinds of things. It's best to go and ask, but you know how the spa works. I want to take you upstairs to yet another deck, Sky Deck 11, and the East Bar, one of my favourites, with a great early evening view out over the ship and the sea, especially if you're going into the Sindhu for a meal afterwards. Sindhu at East is the Asian Indian restaurant. Tables with views, little tables in corners. Cruising is all about great sunsets, great views, but not necessarily of the deck below. So look at the deck plans when you're choosing your cabin. That's the view from the Aquarius deck, down and out, and in to the bar and the pool. You'll find sinks with soap and water as well as gel stands on the entry to the buffet and restaurants now, and that's because gel does not protect against neurovirus. You have to wash your hands with soap and water and then not get your phone out after you've gone into the restaurant. Grey carpets at the rear or aft stairwell. We've kind of done it now, apart from the sports deck. The golf nets are actually bigger than on some ships, so it does make them usable and they do get used. And it's an adult-only cruise ship, and you'll find the basketball court does get used for walking football. Then that is getting pretty popular everywhere. The decks are washed every morning. The buffet is loaded, ready for breakfast. It's time for you to wake up.
The decks look very different now. Everyone's woken up.
This looks a bit like cruising around the fjords, but it's not. We're going into Noumea in the South Pacific. Cruise Doris Visits has port guides of just about every port you'll go to on a cruise ship. Please share.
Remember the old gag, how many people can you fit in a Mini? Well, how many people do you think you can fit in there? This was in the film starring Brad Pitt and Eric Bana called Troy. Doris Visits. We've got films of trips and excursions. It will make the trip so much easier and much more enjoyable.